brightly for my race.
Let's go here real quick. There we go.
For my radiant self.
All right.
Shine brightly for my radiant self.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Good morning, my outcasts. Welcome back. We are finally back home to Goddess of Victory, Nikke, and I have to finish a fucking event in 4 hours. Oh my god. No pressure. No freaking pressure here. Yeah, we missed the collab because it was like just so many things happening. Yeah, we got Dead or Alive. We had the Fatal Frame game being released. And it was like a lot to juggle, but we were able to balance it. So now we're back home to shift up with our freaking Nikke waifus and all the rapture trying to destroy our asses and same old story mode. I hear Karna is going to have an event, and oh my god, she has a schoolgirl outfit, she has a sailor uniform, and man, so much fan art of that. You knew the guys were simping for that. And I believe Party has a freaking sailor uniform too. So be on the lookout. Y'all guys can see my logo in the bottom left hand corner, so y'all guys will know who's streaming. Hopefully in the future I can add on more stuff, but I don't want to bombard the screen with a whole bunch of stuff. We have live chat for all the platforms to where you can see it on the bottom right hand corner whenever people type. So I'm not talking through my monitors. Good way to keep stuff balanced out. So I have not been doing my dailies. I've been a very, very bad boy with that. But yeah, we're gonna catch up with a lot of stuff. There's our girl Zoe. She has a new outfit.
Welcome to the Raise and Rebuild Workshop.
So let me just do my dailies real quick, everyone. It shouldn't take that long.
Come again if you need anything.
Hello, this is the electronic integration system of the central government. Shine brightly for my radiant
Let's see,
self.
what else? But goddamn, I want this mute because of my throat. But I was able to get the new characters from the collab. I just haven't had the time to try them yet. They were hanging out with my motorcycle girls too. They were hanging out with Milk and the others. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a recap event. Like next year, probably. I'll be able to catch up with that.
Shine brightly for my radiant self.
What I really should be doing is the freaking main story. So I can unlock higher level Nikkees and stuff. Because I think some stuff is still locked out. Because I just been so busy with the events.
Commander was come this far. Wake me up when the battle is over. The simulation room feels rather full. Wake me up when the battle is over.
Oh, I didn't want to start it, you son of a bitch. I'm using my tablet, so my freaking touchscreen. Damn, fingers got in the way. Oh well, we're gonna blast through these guys, don't worry. Whenever the loading will go.
Target identified. Eliminating.
That's one laggy screen.
Just a sec. Swim with all your might toward the light.
There's my daughter.
Conducting maintenance.
Whoa.
The waves have cold. Why don't we swim towards the next Let the red rose of blood bloom forth.
Thank you for the follow.
_gaming just
What's up? I've reached my goal of 50 followers. It's been way too long. Thank you for that. It is very appreciated. Welcome to the Outcasts. Welcome to Terror City. We are playing Goddess of Victory, Nikke. One of my all-time favorite gacha games of all time, created by Shift Up. So many good collaborations, so many good characters, such a good story. It's a lot.
Enoch and I are apparently
You can actually try out the game too on my About page using the link. You'll be supporting the channel and Shift Up at the same time.
It's going to be a bore.
And plus a lot of other games that's in my About page, like, make sure you check that out.
What purpose will I possibly serve? It's going to be a bore, isn't it? The simulation room feels rather
So now I'm just gonna do these dailies as fast as I can so we can get to the story.
I'll give you that much. I'm done.
I almost felt like a speedrunner trying to complete it at the end of the day. What server do I... Oh, North American. That's all. Just me American servers. Oh, biggie. Oh, you would jump a little bitch.
When will this end? Reloading. Swim with all your might toward the light.
Once I get something in my sights, I never
I kind of want to go to those conventions and like just take a picture with like all the Nikke cosplay. The game is louder than I am. It shouldn't be. They should be like the same audio.
Good work, Junior Blockhead. Not a bad operation.
I usually play back my stuff. I'm able to hear my voice really good. Alright, got that. And low, low, low. I've been playing this for a while. Might be going on like my second year.
I look forward to welcoming the morning with you. Let's just play.
Fully active. Pierce through.
Go, put them all up. to give me a reward. It's over. Now. It's over.
Rappi, get your little goony ass off my screen.
Let us rest together, Commander.
I remember when she was so uptight, now she just starts to gleam. Alright, let's see what we got here. Dispatch.
Dispatching now.
What else do I need? Like that. Got my 100 gems. Boom. Boom.
Shine brightly for my radiant self.
Should I advise? I guess I'll advise. Let's see. Young Snow White. Let's do some quickness. Cinderella, my other daughter. And this bitch. Fucking Dorothy. Okay.
Shine brightly for my radiant self.
I don't see how she's like super popular. Like, a lot of people like bitch ass characters. Dorothy is just a freaking asshole.
Shine brightly for my radiant self. Shine brightly.
Okay, we get it, Cinderella. Shine bright like a diamond. Open the gates of heaven. Let's go. Take me to paradise. Oh, she has a blood trail. Bet I can freaking beat this within 3 hours and 57 minutes. Let's do this shit. Oh, we got that edgelord music. I'm not much of a dubstep person. Go. Let's see, let's see if I can find the new characters that I recruited. Ah, there they are. But they're at level 1.
任務が入った。準備します。僕が行かなきゃ。僕が行かな。任務が入った。
Who else? I wish I had milk. This is gonna be a weird squad, guys, because I want to try some new girls. Let's see. Okay, so I have a level 1, 2, and 3, so that's good. I guess a Connor because she's coming up in the next event.
I'm not very good at fighting, right?
Who else? This is gonna be a weird ass team, but hey, let's have some fun. Should I get goony ass Rappi in here? Man, I'm always playing Rappi though. Should I get my bunny girls? I have a whole squad of bunnies, but I've been using them. Who should be the last one? Look at all my Nikkes, guys. So many Nikkes, so many. Okay, let's use Piracy.
Maybe?
Our guys are all level 1, so we gotta go back here. So we won't get our asses whooped. So let me do this real quick. I thought they were already in a synchronization thingy-majig here. Go down. Okay, there we go. Scroll down, scroll down. Trying to do a little replacement. she?
Not bad.
Turn me anything else here. Can I click more? Okay, maybe not. Yeah, do it one at a time, okay.
こんな形でも強くなれるんですね。勉強になりました。
I have never even watched that anime, so when these girls became a collab, I was like, who are they? I haven't seen any clips of them on Twitter or anything. Oh, what the hell? Huh. Why I do that? If I'm willing to find out. Hey, why do you keep on doing that? Stop doing it. Guys, I'm actually playing this from my tablet, but I'm streaming to you guys from my monitor and my computer. I have my tablet connected to my computer, like wirelessly, if that makes any sense. Okay, where's that other girl at? Karumi.
新しいアイデア旦那さん。
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we have everybody. But do we have armor? So now I have to go and put armor on my girls.
Shine brightly for my radiant self.
Which means... Oh wait, no, that's not it. Nikke. That's right, Nikke. Which means... I have to hunt for these people one by one. Man, I can't wait to see that seller outfit on this girl. It's time to jack people's shit. Let's see what we got. Who try to jack from? I jack from you. Oh, I already have one. Okay. Okay, that's one. Do y'all have armor? Of course you don't have armor. What was I ever thinking? What was I thinking? Of course you don't have any armor. I'm still playing with you. Do this. Mm. Mm.
データしか信じないやつはどんどん 僕もホールで働くのか。
I would not want that to be exploding on my face like that. That's very dangerous.
Shine brightly for my radiance.
Alright. Get all my loot here, get all my stuff back.
Shine brightly for my radiance.
I think I'm ready, everyone. We're ready. Open the gates. Give me all this emo music. Let's go. Oh wait, I did do privacy. Come in. Thanks for making time. I know how busy you are. Oh wait, I forgot to play the prologue for you guys, huh? You said it was urgent. What's going on? Freaking angry. It's about a terrorist group from the outer realm. Oh, here we go. Terrorists. Heavily Ascension. Do you remember them? They sound familiar. Of course, they were behind a lot of terrorist attacks in the Ark. Crow used them to blow a hole in the dome of the Eternity. Then do you know who found a Heavenly Ascension? Of course I do! Good, that makes this quick. Cough, cough, I need to play the main story. Cough, cough. As you know, EH is the one who founded Heavenly Ascension. Yeah. Being a commander, we don't know what you're talking about, but yeah. Why are you telling me this now? After the attack of the Ark, EH expressed a desire to atone for her sins. Oh, I heard that before. Guys, I even have my stressed strawberries too. Man, they're kind of like bleeding through. I think I put paper on it. Oh my god, this strawberry look all torn up. But they're so freaking delicious. I'm playing with my tablet, so I can't be touching these strawberries like this, but man, oh man. Okay. One more, guys, one more. Remember the last time we had this? It was like during Siren's event. That shit was stressing me out. I'm so glad she got a happy ending. That's my daughter. She asked to become a Nikke so she could take responsibility for what she's done. She asked to become a Nikke. Usually y'all guys just make people Nikkes against their will. Okay, I lied. I'm eating another one. That one looked like a damn zombie strawberry. That one was like all freaking deformed and shit. And I just put it in my mouth. Okay, guys, I lied. I mean another one. Okay. But now I gotta wash my hands because my freaking fingers. I'll be right back. Okay. As part of the deal, she was forbidden from leaving the outer rim. Man, y'all just kept her in the slums like that? A bomb was placed around her neck. Suicide Squad. And she became the leader of the exotic, agreeing to dismantle Heavenly Ascension herself. Y'all put a bomb around her neck. Those who left the group under EH orders were spared their lives, while those who didn't were punished for the terrorist attack. And Heavenly Ascensions were thereby declared disbanded. Double exclamation mark. I had no idea. We already got to that. Yeah, I already knew, Commander, you didn't have no idea. You never do. You're completely clueless. However, there's an issue. There's always an issue. Since then, the remnants of Heavenly Ascensions were quiet. Or at least we haven't seen any signs of activity from them. Recently, though, we received intel that they're starting moving again. Didn't you just say the group just got disbanded? Or dismantled? It was, but then reports started coming in. Lights in our right, Heavenly Ascension. That's their famous slogan. It begins, and it's being written all over the outer rim. Can it just be some copycat, though? Of course. That's entirely possible. But we also can't rule out the possibility that there are remnants of a group still around. If so, EH reports of dismantling Heavenly Ascension may have been false. A ruse meant to protect what remains of their group. At least that's one theory. The suspicions got pointed at her. It's not unreasonable for the central government to come out to that conclusion. After all they see when they look at EH is the former head of the terrorist attack, or the organization. That's why they're asking me to look into what's really going on with her. Do you think she lied? I don't know, I can't say. I don't want to give my opinion first and influence your judgment. Yeah, you just want to enforce it, right? Besides, let's just say I'm not fit to judge. What do you mean by that? For now, I want you to see the EH in person and determine whether she is involved in this or not. You were one of the victims of the attack, but you also have a long history of treating Nikkes without prejudice. I got that plot armor, that's why. If there's anyone who can remain impartial here, it's you. Because if you go, you're gonna scare the fuck out of them, right? And they're gonna feel threatened, and they're not gonna cooperate. That's why you need me. Alright, I meet with her. Rafty, you really going through with this? Yeah, I was asked to. No, I was ordered to. Were you able to get in touch with her? No, she's not answering any messages or calls. Ooh, Crow. That's not good. Whatever really is going on, this whole situation is suspicious. I advise keeping your guard up, Commander. Regardless of whatever EH attends, something is already in motion. You can't do as you always done and blindly trust someone because they're a Nikke. Yes, I can. I'll be alright. Don't worry. How can I not? Let me come with you. No, Rappy. I don't need you cock blocking people. It's dangerous to go alone. If we move as a group, we'll draw too much attention. Y'all guys are just gonna stand there anyway. The last time I was with you, Rappy, you were running away from ghosts in a cruise. Oh yeah, you got into a cat fight with Dorothy. That was fucking fun. Oh man, I got a lot of clips of that. Y'all guys need to watch that on YouTube. That cat fight was epic. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that shit. And then we had a party after. We're fairly well known now. Even so, it's better than being defenseless. I just don't want to provoke them. Ha ha ha, you're funny. Regardless of who's doing this, their recent actions have been bold. That's true, but I don't want to escalate this and drag innocent people into it. Still, I don't think going at it alone is strategically a good idea. Okay, advisor. That's why I already contracted somebody. Someone else. Wait, you don't mean... That's exactly who I mean. Who are you talking about, Commander? Who are you talking about? The plot thickens. And I'm not talking about Rappy's legs either. Alright, time to try out some new characters! Well, my team is kind of blowing up, everybody. I get like a little roasting in the jig. It's showtime. She's got a very masculine voice for a small little girl. I wonder if she's the boss. Whoa. Hello. Honey. Oh shit. Viper. It's been a while. It's unlike you to be the one to call first. I just haven't been able to reach EH. Oh, I don't mind the reason. I'm just happy you reached out first. triple dots. Commander! Shaco. I'm so happy to see you. Yeah. Thanks for coming out. He doesn't sound very happy. Don't mention it. So, you're looking for our boss too, huh? Yeah, I heard Heavenly Ascension's on the move again, and I wanted to ask her about it. Yeah, we've been tracking them ever since we found signs of their activity. You've been tracking them too? Whoops. Whoops. There we go. Who do you think first found the wall with that slogan written all over it? It was us. But a few days ago, after we found a certain wall, she said she looked into it on her own. We haven't been able to reach her since. She's not responding to you either? Have you tried going out and looking for her? You bet. And I ran around everywhere trying to catch her scent. But I couldn't smell her anywhere, so we didn't find her. I see. Can you show me the wall you found before she disappeared? Of course. It's deep inside the outer rim, though. Are you sure you're up for it? It hasn't been upkept for a long time. To the point that there aren't even any lights. It's dark and dangerous. It shouldn't be a problem with you two around, right? Oh my. Oh boy. Here you are, so guarded earlier, honey. Oh shit. And yet now you're putting your trust in me? Oh man. I don't see any reason for you to betray me. I think the commander is looking for those booty calls. I suppose that's true. Are you going to double-cross me again? Maybe. Now they're going to tie you up, Commander. They're going to put you in a dark corner. Of course not. I won't do anything like that again. Oh, that's a damn lie. I know these types of women, guys. You can't trust them. Can't live with them. Can't live without them. Not now or ever. I'm not going to betray you, honey. I swear. You sound like that bunny girl from the freaking shop. Alright, I'll trust you. For now. Thank you! Piper said thank you. Then I'll say it too. Thank you, Commander. Now, as a sign of our trust and commitment, how about a handshake? I like how the way they have no boundaries. What were we talking about that we can't hug people? Like the last stream, they were considering that like sexual harassment, like here in America for some stupid reason. Yeah, we can't hug people anymore, guys. Remember when we were able to hug? Can't do anything. All they do is fucking bitch and complain on the internet anyway. A handshake. No, handshaking with girls, I would do. I have to do the hug. Viper extends her hand. Just fucking shake the goddamn hand, man. You said you trust me, and yet you're already hesitating. I would never do anything to hurt you, honey. I swore I remember. Alright. I take Viper's hand. Your hands are so warm. Triple dots. Viper, let's go with my hand. Good, I'm all charged up now. Follow me with the heart. Why do girls do that heart thing? They be doing that shit at work. What is with the... Here we go again. Time to eliminate the small fries. Let's try you up. Oh, you got a sniper, okay. Oh, they already got him. Goodbye. Okay, I want to... Don't we have a... Yeah, focus repertoire. Viper, my throat hurts. Seriously? Doesn't anyone ever clean around here? Why there's so much dust? Should I eat it all? Wouldn't that make my throat stop hurting? That would make it worse, girl. Oh, so this is EH. Don't. It only makes it worse. Exactly. Yep, see? Yeah, see? Oh, okay. Thanks, boss. Now. The tip we got said, there's been sightings of dangerous people coming and going around here. Viper looks around the area. I see a whole bunch of dust, but no signs that anyone actually been living here. Yeah. There aren't even any light fixtures. Plotting something shady in the dark, huh? I wonder what it is. Viper, boss! Over here! There's stuff running all over the wall. There's literal writings on the wall. Viper turns on her phone flashlight and shines it on the wall Jackal is pointing at. What is this? The wall is covered in words written in red. It's always red. Traitors, hypocrites, you abandon us. And what's that in the center? Light is alright, Heavenly Ascension. Do you think Heavenly Ascension is behind us? Hard to say. I thought you already taken care of all that. I did. But now it looks like a little investigation is warranted. I'll handle it. By yourself? Yeah. EH stares at the wall, filled top to bottom with writing. I'm pretty sure this is a message meant for me. Yeah. The plot thickens. Following Viper and Jackal's lead, I head deeper into the outer room. There really aren't any streetlights around. There's a light right over there, Commander. It's dark, huh? I literally see a light right over there. Heavenly Ascension never develops this area. That's why there aren't any lights. Heavenly Ascensions develop areas? The entire outer rim used to be like this. It was already dark enough without the Dome of Eternity. But with the partitions blocking away, barely any light from the Ark could get in. EA changed that. She said people shouldn't live in a place this dark. And so she dug through piles of scrap to find light bulbs. Damn. Ran electrical lines through the buildings that were still standing and installed streetlights all over the place. Oh wow. Interesting, y'all still have power. After that, people started following her, even though she was an outsider. An outsider EH. You didn't know? Of course they don't know. They don't know shit because they're living a good life. Well, better lives than y'all anyway. Like, if y'all live in the Ark, well, if you live in the Outer Rim, and you're looking at the Ark, you would consider that like a lot more better than their way of life, because like literally the Outer Rim is like a slum area, while the Ark, I guess you could kind of consider it like a hotel compared to this. Despite them having to fight raptures and everything, which is like locked out, they have it a little bit better. From like the places we've seen, like the restaurants, the freaking gardens, the cruises. Yeah, they've been around. Oh yeah, let's not forget, like, they can actually take trips on like trains and like the skies, although they have the Stormbringers, they still can take flight, you know, they can still go places compared to here. Yeah, they don't give it. The government doesn't give a damn about the people in poverty, let alone like all the secrets they keep about the Ark. Well, all the secrets they keep to people within the Ark, I should say. What do you think EA stand for? I was going to ask that question too. Do you know her real name? Everyone's hero? I think I heard it was Ellison Harper. So you know her name, but not that she was an outsider. Since it's Ellison's that sent you, I figured they would have told you everything. Nope. They never tell us everything. Sounds like that's not the case. It's like, can you even trust the central government? Is there more I should know? It's probably better if you hear everything from EH directly. It's all really personal stuff, so I don't think it would be right for me to talk about it. She's our boss, you know, and I want to respect that. For now, just know that EH was originally an outsider who came into the Outer Rim on her own. Alright. You two seem to be pretty good terms with her. Nah. It's just business. Who, with EH? I mean, it's not like we were strangers before. We already knew she treated her people well, even back when she led Heavenly Ascension. Once she actually became our boss, though, that's when we really understood why people liked her. Yeah, boss treats me well. She does say I can't bite whatever I want, though. There's a lot of things she tells me not to do. I don't like that. I want to chump some, but she say no. That's because she keep eating weird things and getting stomach aches. Oh, there's a condition. Oh, Pica. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, you put like unedible objects in your mouth and like you actually swallow them. Had to take care of some patients like back when I used to work at the state hospital who did that shit. I guess it makes sense that she's like in a slum area, like they're probably hungry as fuck, like they have to find something to eat, and she just probably wind up putting like anything in her mouth to survive. Oh really? That explains the freaking teeth too, very sharp. Then I like Boss, she's nice to me. She has a freaking toga smile. I was like, I said I know that smile from somewhere. That's Himiko's smile. I can actually see Toga like running around here. That'd be scary. I didn't really expect that. Yeah, Toga would fit right in. She would have a fun time here. After what happened with the attack on the Ark, I figured things would be more strained between you. You think so, right? I did too, so when EH first became our boss, I just flat out asked her. And then... what a surprise. You're the EH and now you're here to lead Aesthetic? Did you volunteer for it? Yeah. Really? But we stabbed you in the back. Are you really okay working with us? Yeah. Wow, very impressive. Oh, unless you're here to try and reform us former criminals. Is that it? Of course not. My hands are clean either. Still, you're different from us. You have clear convictions. Ideals and intentions don't make the mistake any less wrong. I had no intention of lecturing you two, as though I'm somehow innocent. I joined Static because this squad is the only one operating in the outer rim. And I figured I can protect this place. I have no resentment towards you and no desire for revenge. We can't change what happened, and now we're all paying our own price. That's all there is to it. I have no idea you're the type who makes life harder than I needs to be. Not that I mind. Honey's a straight arrow too. You remind me of him in that way. Okay now. I look forward to working with you, boss. Me too, boss. Likewise. And that was that. Do you get it now? She got a good heart. Sounds like you barely know her. What else? What did I know? Despite everything we did to her. That's why I don't think she's trying to rebuild Heavenly Ascension. What if she is? I realize you might not believe all that because it's coming from me. But I do hope you hear her out at least once. Don't worry. That's why I'm here. That's the kind of honey I know. Holy shit. Got the goon face. Let's get going. We're almost there.
努力をしてみる。
Night night. Oh, it's real freaking quick. Goodbye.
Victory! With me on your team, did you expect anything else?
I followed Viper and Jacko into a rundown house. As we entered, our footsteps stirred up a cloud of dust. Ugh. I never get used to this dust. I hate this place. It makes my nose and throat hurt. Then do you want to wait near the entrance? It shouldn't be as bad there. Oh, you want some alone time? Okay. This is the last place you saw EH. Yeah, that's right. See that wall? Viper shines her phone light onto one of the walls. Double exclamation mark. Words like traitor and hypocrite are scrolled all over in red. How can you abandon us? Words of resentment. Die, central government lapdog. As well as some curses. There it is. They didn't have the right to fucking complain about them. And a familiar refrain. Light is alright, Heavenly Ascension. Heavenly Ascension slogan. So this is what she saw. Yeah, she said it was a message meant for her. It's probably from someone who resents her for breaking up Heavenly Ascension. If that's the case, it means she's a target, no shit. And if she's been unreachable ever since, she might be in danger. Yeah. Given that she was strong enough to hunt down Nikke's even when she was human, I have a hard time imagining something happening to her. But when people harbor a grudge, you never know what's happened. It's possible she came back here to some point, at some point. Let's check the house one more time for any clues. Alright. Jacko! It's time to stop playing around. We need to see if you can find any signs that the boss was here. Oh man, it's right there. My nose is clogged from all that dust, and my throat hurts. Then just use your eyes. Alright. Okay. I'll help find boss. However, one sec, y'all. Okay. No matter how much we search the house, there's no trace of EH. There's nothing here. Maybe she didn't come back. Ah, Viper, my nose really hurt. I can't take it anymore. Yeah, we can stop. This isn't good. We can't just go searching through the entire outer rim. For now, let's step outside, honey. Staying in here can't be good for you. Yeah, let's go. Hurry, hurry, let's go, Viper Commander, hurry! Okay, we're coming. Before following Jacko and Viper out through the entrance, triple dots, I glanced at the writing on the wall one last time. What's wrong? Something catch your attention? No, just taking one last look. Looking closely at the phrase, light is alright, heavenly ascension, I noticed a small groove attached into the word light. What's that? I press my hand against it. Huh? The ground gives way beneath me. What the? Honey! And I drop down. Oh, look at that. We found a secret passageway. All these Nikkees when enhanced freaking features couldn't even find like a door. Wow, a darker room. I would not want to stay over there. That still looks like it's gonna fall. Well, Commander already fell on his ass, but like that whole roof, clearly unstable. After a fall that lasts longer than I expected, I slam onto the floor below. I looked around. The room is pitch black. Where am I? You're not Viper or Jackal. Who's there? Whack! Something heavy slams onto my head. And you got knocked out. You got knocked the fuck out. And I lost consciousness. There goes Commander getting knocked out by a bunch of goons. Goons bigger than him. Well, I think that's so much for my stress strawberries. I gotta rough people up. I can have those. I take that one.
Yes. 計算通りの結果です。
So much blood. I hear someone's voice. Come on, wake up. Oh, it's the H. Do you recognize me? Yeah, oh yeah, you got knocked out and she just like appears out of nowhere. I clutched my throbbing head and sat up. Try not to move. It looks like you hurt your head. Oh, no shit? Right, before I passed out, I got hit. I got hit on the head with something. You did? By who? Notice her light is flashing. Notice her light is flashing now. I think I saw the silhouette of a man, but I couldn't make out anything. I see. Don't worry, I'm not that badly hurt. Seemed like it if you got knocked the fuck out. You shouldn't push yourself. You lost a lot of blood. The wound looks pretty bad. Ow. I really sure! A strange chill runs through me. Sniff. Aside from the code, I really think I'm okay. Whatever. He has plot armor, he'd be alright. Mind if I take a look at the wound? You're wearing gloves, right? What do you think, Commander? I see gloves on her! Yeah? Okay, Dan, go ahead. Just be careful not to touch the blood. Okay. Alright. I'll get infected. EH comes closer and carefully examines my head. It's completely healed. Judging from all the blood, I'm sure it was a serious injury, and yet... Told you got that plot armor. What's wrong? Nothing. But that reminds me of like a couple events like way back. They said it was something about Commander. He has like some abilities. Some hidden abilities. He might be a Nikke for all we know. She starts to check the rest of my body, starting with my back and arms. Thankfully, it doesn't look like you sustained any other injuries. Still, just because the outside heal... Sorry, excuse me, I had to burp. Still, just because the outside healed doesn't mean you don't have any internal injuries. Hand injuries shouldn't be taken lightly. Sure gonna not be. Because your head is the most crucial part of your body. You want to protect the head at all costs. Because your brain is there. Let's rest here for a while before we get moving. Yeah, sure. She might be right about me not being fully healed. I'm starting to feel colder. What are you doing here anyway? Looking for you? Me? Yeah, Ingrid told me Heavenly Ascension is back. Oh, Dad. I came to confirm whether you're connected to it. Whether I'm connected. You came to check whether I'm behind all this? It seems the central government suspects you. Fuck the central government. They think you never really disbanded Heavenly Ascension and that you falsified your report. I see. It makes sense for them to distrust me. To them, I'm sure I'm just a criminal who switches sides to survive. And now they want Ingrid to look into it. Yeah. Then she asks you to investigate and to determine for yourself whether I'm behind this. Yeah, she said she wasn't fit to judge. But she judging? Not fit, huh? Yeah, I could see her saying that. I'm sorry. You got dragged into this because of me. The fact is, I am connected to this. The one running all those things everywhere, as if Heavenly Ascension is rising again, is sending me a message. He resents me for what I did and considers me a traitor. The fact is, I did put an end to Heavenly Ascension, so it's not like I don't understand where he's coming from. So you figured out who it is? Yeah, I did. We agreed to meet, but when I arrived, I was knocked out with sleeping gas. And that's how you ended up here. He most likely the one who knocked you out as well. I doubt he expects you to be looking for me. So he must have panicked when he saw you. He did seem confused, muttering something about me not being Viper or Jackal. I thought that was you who said it. I figured. After hitting you, he must have realized you connected to the central government. He probably put you in here with me, figuring that if we died together, suspicions would naturally fall on me. Whatever the reason, I'm really sorry for you. I'm really sorry for you got caught up in all this. That sentence is so bad. Well, now I have a better idea of what's going on. You're tangled up in something messy as well. No shit. Still, my telling you all this doesn't prove whether I really put an end to Heavenly Ascension or not. Ask me anything, I'll answer. In that case, why did you form Heavenly Ascension? Double exclamation marks. Why would you want to know that? Well, you said you were going to answer. I know you've been fighting for the rights of the Outer Rim. What I don't get is why your resistance take on a form of terrorism, or what led to your subsequent change of heart. Plot. That's why I want to know more about how it all started. That's a filler arc for another time. Wow, even her gun is sweating. Y'all saw that? I think it'll help me judge better. Judge what? Me? Yeah. Alright. You've been dragged into this mess. The least you deserve is to hear the full story. It goes back pretty far though.
Really? With me on your team, did you expect anything else?
Do you know what my name used to be? I've been getting that question a lot today. I have no idea. Ellison Harper, yeah, that's right. Ellison Harper. That was my name until I chose to cast it aside. Okay. Ellison as in the company? Yes, that Ellison. It was a name that came with a lot of weight. Having that name meant I was the next CEO. In other words, I was the heir of Ellison. Ooh, the heir. You didn't want to deal with all that mess. That would mean that you and Ingrid are related. Half-sisters. Oh, well, that's something I didn't know. We share the same mother. Wow. Sister from another mister? I'm the younger one. Our mother was the former CEO of Ellison. Ah, that's why Ingrid said that she wasn't fit to judge. Nah. She should be in here. See some damn drama and shit. No, that's all booked up. Your family? Fuck that! Nah, she's my half. She's my weaker half. Nah. Yeah, I guess. Honestly, I didn't realize she still thought that way. What kind of company do you think Ellison is? A shitty company? An arms manufacturer strangely obsessed with tactics? A company strangely obsessed with uniforms? Tactics, yeah, Ingrid does like that word. Anyway, you're right. It's an arm manufacturer that focuses on tactical excellence. But that wasn't always the company's top priority. In the past, Ellison pursued only one thing, and that was power. Makes sense. Yeah, more precisely, the power of humanity. When the Raptures attacked, humans abandoned the surface and fled to the Ark. My mother believed that in order to avoid extinction, only the strong must survive so that the humanity could grow stronger and evolve. Natural selection? That's what she used to say, at least. That sounds similar to Ellison's current philosophy, but also a bit different. That's why it's similar. That's right, Ingrid believes humanity must use technology to defeat the Raptures. But she's not so fixated on she's not so fixated on pursuit of strength. Mother was different. She pursued strength to the point of obsession. That's why she wanted the strongest of her children to be her successor. But you are next in line as the successor. Wouldn't that make you more powerful than Ingrid? Ingrid and I were constantly tested and compared. I came out on top, which is how I became the heir. And the reason I was given the name Ellison? If it weren't for a certain incident, I would have inherited Ellison as planned. Oh, you mean when the Raptures attacked? Like 100 years ago? When incident? That was a long time ago. Do you know that Ellison built the Outer Rim barrier? Well, technology, yeah? Well, no, I had no idea. Of course, it was the central government's proposal that initiated the process, but Ellison spearheaded the construction. Mother had long believed that the weak were meant to be sold. I don't know how to say that. And felt that the garbage should be kept separate from human habitats. So she naturally welcomed the proposal. She knew people were living there in secret. She used to say they lacked gratitude for being allowed to live in the Ark. Instead, squandering their lives on gambling and pleasure, she called them garbage. At the time, I really thought the people in the Outer Rim were all like that. But then, during the final inspection of the wall, I was sent to the Outer Rim in my mother's place, since I was the heir and all. That's what I learned for myself. The outer realm wasn't a mere trash dump. Just like the Ark, there were people living there. Real people, not garbage. Whoa. Look at you all armored up. Hey! What are you doing? The young boy and girl are startled and step back, dropping the fuse. What's wrong? It sparkles and it's pretty. That's a bomb. You're going to light it. You are going to light a You are going to light a dynamite fuse because it's pretty. Okay. We wanted to make light. Everyone says there's no light here. Yeah, we play around with fire on the mountain. The night was really pretty. We just wanted to see it one more time. Is that not allowed? It's... What kids like you doing here in the first place? Where are your parents? How did you even... What do you mean? This is our home. This is your home? Mom's here too. She's aside over there. Probably a corpse, I think. The children's timely glance at the fuse. Are we really not allowed to light a fire here? So the mom abandoned them? I really like to see more pretty lights. No, it is not allowed. You could get hurt if you're not careful. We could? Alison Harper carefully looks at the mountains of trash. Use this instead. She picked up a sparkler. It had fallen to one side of the trash pile. It then lights it. Like the 4th of July? A bright light begins to burst from the tip of the sparkler. Wow! These are the only things you should be lighting, okay? Okay. That's when the thought hit me. People live here. I can't just ignore that. I'm a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm a good guy. Sparkles. The sparklers. Anything else? In this land of night, we cross paths. We cross. Proposal for improving the living conditions of the Outer Rim residents. They denied it. Must be her mom. Alison Franca? Alison Franca tosses her tablet down. I sent you on such an important assignment so you can learn about what's being my successor entails. But now it looks like you come back more foolish than when you left. Who are the residents of the Outer Rim? There aren't any humans there, last I checked. Mutter. That entire place is filled with garbage and nothing else. Then why would you take her there? After being granted the privilege of escaping the surface and seeking refuge underground, they choose to hold themselves up in that dump. That makes them garbage. If you really view those things as people, then that tells me that all I need to know about you... Man, that sentence was butchered. If you really view those things as people, then that tells me all I need to know about how poor your judgment is. There are children who are born there who aren't like that. It may be true that the adults who went there were weak. They made foolish decisions, as you say. But those children never had a choice. That doesn't matter. Being born in a dump still makes them garbage. What kind of logic is that? If their lives are meant to be anything more than that, then they'll find a way to survive, to get stronger, and make it out of there. If they can't, it simply means they were born weak, and they'll die weak. That is the law of nature. I said it many times before. Humanity as a whole must become strong. Only by casting aside the weak and strengthening ourselves can we survive in this world where inhuman monsters run rampant. Have you really not learned that yet? Still, they're just children. If you really can't understand, you aren't qualified to be my heir of Ellison. Don't become weak, Harper. The heir of the great Ellison must not be swayed by pity for the weak. Be clear in what you kept and what you cast away. For the sake of a stronger human race, the weak must be discarded. Otherwise, humanity would never grow stronger. It is only through strength that humans can avoid falling behind in this inverted ecosystem and accomplish the great feat of reclaiming the surface. Okay. It was then that the thoughts came to my mind. If we only pursue strength in an attempt to avoid extinction, and in the process we discard our humanity, we can really still be regarded as human. When that thought hit me, I couldn't take it any longer. For days on end, I kept asking myself, what is true strength? And then finally, I came to a conclusion. If being Ellison's heir meant I wasn't allowed to think like that, then I would give up my position. Harper, Ingrid, are you really leaving? Things just turn out this way, sorry. Looks like we won't be getting tested together anymore. And Mother's okay with that. No. She was angry. She was freaking angry. She called me pathetic and wouldn't let... She called her pathetic. She called me pathetic and wouldn't let me take anything with me. Saying maybe I get the sense knocked into me and come back. I got nothing aside from these weapons. Do you really want to save that place that badly? Yeah. I'm going to turn the outer realm into a place where people can live like human beings. And then I'm going to show the entire world. I proved that there are real people living there in a place everyone else calls a dump. And that they can no longer ignore them. And to Mother, I proved that the strength that humanity actually needs to pursue doesn't come from some extreme version of survival of the fittest. But that's the strong needs to help the weak and give them the chance to get stronger so that everyone can grow together. And that it's only by retaining our humanity that we can truly become strong. That's the strength of humanity that I'm after. And what I want to prove to everyone. Things may not go your way. I'm not trying to say that everything Mother says was right, but there are definitely those who've given up and only take from others rather than making the effort themselves. That's life. If you start preaching your ideals to such people, they might take advantage of you. There will be those who learn you came from the Ark and that you were Ellison's heir. And out of jealousy, they'll threaten you and try to use violence. You won't be able to rest for even a second. And yet, in spite of all that, you still want to hold on to your ideals. Well, when it comes to violence, unless they're Nikke's armed like soldiers in the surface reclamation war, they'll surely be weaker than you, so I think I'll be fine. You idiot. You can't let your guard down. Oh, someone got fucking offended. Struck a nerve. No matter how strong you are, you're bound to fall if you're careless. I know. That's a valuable lesson Mother hammered into us as children. Look, I know what you're trying to say. The outer realm would be dangerous. I realize not everyone there would be good like the children's, I swear. But even so, I refuse to give up. Harper. Unfortunately, that means I won't be able to help you. I know you wanted us to work together on your plan to make humans and Nikke stronger through technology and tactics. Still, I'd be looking forward to watching you from afar as you create Ellison's finest forces. The Absolute Squad, who will bring unmatched tactics to any fight. Oh yeah, Absolute. The perfect victory. And a fucked up mental health. Little big take. Die! And the Extinction Squad, who will protect others from berserk Nikkes. Ellison Harper extends her hand to Ingrid. Triple dots. Alright. I'm really hoping you prove to Mother that you're right. Let's both succeed at what we're trying to do, wherever we may be. Ingrid firmly grabs EH's hands. Take care of yourself. You too.
Whatever happens, happens.
Goodbye!
You don't...任務完了。次のターゲットはどこですか？ポジションに着いたよ。
Showtime!
Did you see that? How was it? It was cool, right? Did you fall for me?
You came straight to the outer realm after that. That backstory. If I wanted to change the outer realm, I figured I had to live here myself. And I tell you, I was surprised at what troubled me the most while living here. It wasn't the thugs picking fights because I was an outsider, or living in a house without a ceiling, which I never experienced before. Nor was it the thieves that tried to enter in whenever I closed my eyes. It was the fact that there was no light, just like those children had said. Aside from the fake glow of the doom of eternity, steeping in from beyond the massive barrier, there was no light in the outer realm. So I decided to change that first. When I began, I noticed there were a bunch of wires everywhere that didn't seem to be used for anything. They were capable of drawing power, though some getting electricity wasn't difficult. The challenge was finding someone in the outer realm who'd done electrical work before. I managed to finally find someone after a long search, and we began building streetlights together. We gathered bulbs from the landfills that could still be used, and installed them one by one. Wow, it's so bright. What is this? It's so pretty. What's the big deal? Why are you making such a fuss over a few light bulbs? They're too bright, I say. Why are you even trying to light up the landfills anyway? Your eyes will get used to the brightness. This may be the outer realm, but we're still human beings, and we deserve to live in the light. Don't we? Well, I suppose that's true. I think we need to start trying to live more like people. After all, we're humans, even if we may not live in the Ark. After that, I installed lights along what was considered the main street. Gradually, people began gathering under the light. And then eventually... Boss! 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 Okay, I'm tired of saying boss. At some point, people began calling me boss, and that's what's in all. I want to live somewhere with more light. I want to see the brighter world. I want to feel the world beyond the partition. You want to feel that sun, you want that vitamin D. They started saying these kinds of things to me. I figured that since I was the one who brought these people together, I had to respond to them. So I shouted, "Let's head towards heaven. I will lead you to paradise. I will open the gates of heaven. Let us prove to the world that we are alive. And show them that we are people. One day, we shall cross the partition into the world overflowing with light. Let us ascend back into heaven." They're talking that crazy talk. From that moment on, we took the name Heavenly Ascension.
I've not given up on being an assassin. One more time. Reload. Did you see that? How was it? It was cool, right? Did you fall for me?
I see. But the more I hear, the less I understand. Because you're a dense. Why did you resort to terrorism? Because they were being ignored. Everything you said sounds pretty far removed from the sort of violence. And you know it's the government, they always like filling your head with lies, right? They don't tell you the whole truth. You're right. That's not how we operated in the beginning. At first we were almost like the neighborhood watch group, just trying to make the Outer Realm a better place to live. We made people in the Outer Realm get jobs. It could be any kind of work, even the darker kind. No matter what it was, we made a rule that if you worked, you received compensation. Aw, shit. I don't like working for people, because then I'd be controlled. Some gangs liked us and others hated. But we approached all the established crime bosses the same. Trying to settle matters by whatever means possible and then form tactic alliances with them. That's how we came to know... oh man. That's how we came to know Underworld Queen. We made an alliance with them to protect one another, and that became our greatest source of strength at the time. Once word spread that they were backing us, smaller games fell in line a bit more, and they started protecting homes from Outer Realm residents in exchange for payment. Slowly but surely, the Outer Realm gradually stabilized. And that's when people started raising their voices. They said the time has finally come for us to speak with the Ark. We may have still been living in a landfill, but at least we were living like humans. And they said it was time to show the Ark that. So we tried. We secretly crossed the partition, put up posters, and shouted slogans. The Outer Realm isn't a landfill. There are many people who live there. Right now, There are many who are living amongst garbage without ever seeing a single ray of light. Your attention can bring light to the people of the outer realm. It could bring a new future to the children growing up there. Bring light to the outer realm. Bring light to the outlaws. We focus on raising our voices. But don't trespassers get killed on spot if you get caught? Wow. Fuck the central government. Not back then. It wasn't as difficult as it is now for outlaws to enter the Ark. Security wasn't as tight. Also, outlaws weren't considered a threat back then. But that also means there was no one willing to listen. Right now, there are many who are living amongst garbage without ever seeing a single ray of light. Your attention can bring light to the people of the outer realm. Boss, are you okay? Oh man, he hit her. I don't know what you're going on about, but shut it. I can't stand the noise. Verbal and physical abuse felt almost preferable to nothing. It's at least meant they were listening. The real problem was how the majority of people were so indifferent. They were pretending not to hear, just staring at their phones as they walked past. What is she doing in the middle of the street? Excuse me. Oh no, I made eye contact. The woman wearing the earphones hurried away. It felt like I was shouting into a void. And it wasn't just me, I'm sure everyone who was there with me felt the same. We decided to change our strategy and sent petitions directly to the central government. After we sent dozens, even hundreds of them, they finally agreed to arrange a meeting. We were hopeful that we were finally getting one step closer to what we wanted. But how come no one's here? It's been 6 hours. They ghosted you. Did we get the date wrong? No. This is the right date. Allison Harper looks at the door of the meeting room, knowing no one is coming. I got ghosted a lot of times by people. And fuck people. After that happened several times, we got the message. No matter how much we petitioned them, the central government would not meet us. No matter how much we shouted, the Ark would not listen. We grew more and more exhausted until a certain someone proposed something. If they refuse to listen to us, why don't we make it so that they have no choice but to hear us out? Was that Crow? No way. It was Crow! It was fucking Crow! I fucking knew it! Violence is the only answer. I fucking remember Crow. That's one person I know. That was one of my early Gacha pulls. Oh gosh, she has that jury sadistic look. Look at that glimmer in her eyes. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck some shit up. She says, fuck this. We put on a grand fireworks show. Oh man, pyromaniac. Okay, now this is getting interesting. Let's blow shit up. Let's fuck some shit up. One they can't possibly ignore. That's in the main story, right? Yeah. It was Crow. Oh boy. Thank God, enough of the rambling. Show me the fucking good shit. Y'all guys make me want to fucking play as Crow again. Shit. I actually have her. I wonder what the fuck happened to her. Like, ain't she under surveillance or some shit? I haven't seen her in a long while. That's what happens when you're desperate. You don't know what you're capable of when you're desperate. Yeah, people won't listen until you do something.
任務完了。次のターゲットはどこですか?
Crow was part of Heavily Ascension too. Makes sense, she was like a radicalist. Yeah. I don't know how she joined or who vouched for her. All I remember is hearing she was born in the Outer Rim. Yep, that much I know. At first she was quiet, diligent, and devoted. She patrolled the Outer Rim with us and went to the Ark with us to demand better rights. She went without hesitation to places other members avoided, and withstood all the physical and verbal abuse and even the indifferences. The reason I thought of her as a comrade, despite our philosophies difference, was because I saw how devoted she was. But at some point, she stopped being quiet and started speaking up, raising her voice, and expanding her influences. While I was away from the Outer Rim to meet with the central government, she built up a small faction inside Heavenly Ascension. That's how much influence she got on. You want to resort to terrorism? Are you out of your mind? Whoa, calm down. Why are you getting so worked up? Terrorism is a scary word. Don't call it that. Since the Ark is so bright, I can't seem to see those of us who's living in the darkness. I'm just saying we should light off some fireworks to help them see better. Oh, don't try to make it sound harmless with words like fireworks. Your plan is practically the definition of terrorism. No, it's not. It's called revolution. You want to sneak bombs into key central government facilities and detonate them? Oh, okay. It's just fireworks. A ton of people in the Ark would die. It would be a catastrophe. Why should we care? Let the big wings in the Ark deal with all that. Do you think anyone in the Ark cares about us? About how many died of sickness? Or how many children are going blind because there's no light? Or how many are killed by explosives that got mixed in with the trash? We screamed our lungs out, but they didn't care one bit. It's the same thing. Are people dying from sickness or accidents? Is it the same as outright murder? And unlike us, the Ark has a super high performance AI managing everything. Come on, boss. You lived there before. You don't have to pretend like you haven't. We all know you came from the Ark. How dare you accuse Boss of being from New York? She is from New York. Do you have any idea what she's done for the Outer Rim? Oh, of course I do. I'm well aware of how hard our dear boss has worked for the Outer Rim. And how much has changed since she came here. How could I not? You're a good person, boss. Even I know that. I doubt there's a single person in the Outer Rim who hasn't benefited from your efforts. We know how hard you try. That's why we all follow you this whole time, including me. That's never happened with anyone else. You throw everything away and came to the Outer Rim with nothing. Then lived alongside us for years. It brought light to this dump that has been covered in darkness. But what resulted from it? No one listened to us. No one remembers us. Why? Because it isn't sensational enough. That's the thing about people in the Ark. They're stuck-ups. Their lives are so peaceful, and they have so much handed to them since birth, that you can ask them as sweetly and kindly as you want, even raise your voice. And they won't so much as spare you a glance. If it isn't sensational, they'll dismiss it as boring and couldn't care less. So what? What are you trying to say? And how does this all lead us to becoming terrorists? Terrorists? Didn't I say not to use scary words like that? We can still do what you want, boss. And go into the Ark and tell them what we think. Oh, give them a warning before all this? All I'm saying is we add a little spice to our words. Like enforcement. How the way your half-sister does stuff. We're just gonna enforce things. With dynamites. That we do it the outlaw way. We make it a game and get them to be more involved. Oh, set 1 off, set 2 off. Give them a time limit, set the whole fucking thing off. Hey, set it off reference. If they find the bombs before they go off, the Ark wins. If they don't, and the bombs go off first, we win. Will we really win? Because then we'd be killing our suppliers, right? When they not do it anymore? That's the only flaw in her plan, right? But seeing how they already have so much, we could just steal it. And we have so little. It's only fair that we apply just a tiny handicap to them. We know the entire plan, but they won't. Oh. I have the whole fucking thing planned out. Yeah, we're not going to be playing fair. Once they get engrossed in this little game of ours, they'll finally start listening to what we have to say. I guarantee it. So, Crow takes one more step towards Ellison Harper. Just this once, I like us to do things my way. Oh boy, what do you say, boss? I think she's gonna get kicked out the group. The look in her eyes told me that she goes through with it, even if it meant having to go through me. She spoke in ways to rile others up, highlighted how we were together in this, and sugarcoating her words to downplay the crime and make it feel justified. Crow was an agitator, and a charismatic one at that. The others were starting to agree with her more and more with what she said. And that's when I realized something. Yeah, you losing your people, boss. She wants to be the new leader. She's like, hey, you have to step down. I see where this is going. That's what happens when you're a leader. You have to fight for power. That guys are gonna have a duel. What we need is to throw a tantrum like timid children. Hey, See, I got it. It's a revolution, guys. See, it's a revolution. Of course. Stress strawberry time. Sorry, y'all. Stuff is heating up. I don't care. I eat the leaves. Oh no, my hands are all filthy again. Okay. One with fire and blood, because the truth is, those things can't be avoided if we're gonna get what we want. Blood, sweat, and tears. She's going all in. But that'll never happen if we do things your way, will it? That's why I'm gonna do it instead. I realized I had to put a stop to it. No. I can't allow that. What you said is right. My way is peaceful and uneventful. It's never going to stir up the people in the yard. Yeah, you're never going to get anywhere either. I understand wanting to give them a shock. People might actually remember our names if we do. Killing people is a completely different story. You're gonna lose your people. All we be doing is giving them a go-ahead to shoot every one of us. And not just us, but everyone in the outer rim. Like you said, we have nothing compared to them. That goes for firepower too. True. That's why you beat the shit out of them and steal their firepower. If they get serious and come here for blood, we'll be lucky to escape. Never mind defend ourselves. It wouldn't even be a fight. Of course, we all snuck into the Ark before, so we might be able to flee there. But they know your faces. All they have to do is just say, hey, I saw the Outer Rim people there. Then they hire assassins. But what about everyone else in the Outer Rim? And like, say if y'all guys do come to terms, people are going to be getting jumped by the Ark people too, because they don't want to live with y'all. It'd be like discrimination. The children, the fucking children, the sick, the elderly, getting all sentimental. Who's going to protect them? The protagonist. It's not just the central government. The reason we were able to make a pact with the Underworld Queen wasn't because we were so determined that we shed blood for our cause, but rather because we were protesting peacefully for our rights. Like little bitches. If we do things your way, the pact would collapse. All the order that we spent years establishing would collapse. Order? That's why I never approve of your plan. It's not just for our sake, but for everyone's. For everyone's sake. You say you're afraid the central government will set their sights on all the outlaws? But that's easy enough to solve. We just changed what we've been shouting this whole time. What do you mean? We stopped saying bring light to the Outer Rim, bring light to the outlaws. Instead, we make sure that they know it's us. Light is our right, Heavenly Ascension. We changed our slogan. Are you saying Crow is like behind that shit? No. Then the government won't target everyone in the Outer Rim. But I haven't seen her in a long time, so like, hey, if she has like a new look, that would be fucking cool. Yeah, she used to blow shit up. She used to detonate shit. She said violence is the only answer. But only Heavenly Ascension, right? That's no. Well, you're the boss for now. I think this is like her last day of being boss because people are not going to follow through with her. She looks very indecisive, although she says she has a plan that's not working and she can't like adapt to it. Crow has like a new plan. She's rallying people. They're going to go and follow her. Yeah, bosses could be like taken off. That's the thing about organizations. It's not how much you know, it's like how much you can be used until you can't be used anymore, and then it's on to the next one. I get what you're worried about. Crow picks up the paper with her plans on it. Pretend I didn't... Ew. Pretend I didn't say anything. Thanks for understanding. Girl, she doesn't understand. She says, hey, I'm going to do it my way. I'm just going to have you to like sit here and be nice and calm and not fight me in here. And I'm going to go to the Ark and I'm going to rally my own people and I'm going to do what the fuck I want. Like I said, you're the boss. For now. Crow turns to leave, then stops. But there's one thing you should know. Not everyone's like you. They don't all worry about the other people in the other room. And they're not all that patient either. Crow leaves the room. She seems dangerous. Shouldn't we keep an eye on her? Allison Harper looks around the room. A few people glance towards the door, like they want to follow Crow. Yes, please do. I had a gut feeling though, that her plan couldn't be stopped. Did she go through with it? From that day on, Heavily Ascension split into two factions. The moderate who wanted to raise their voices without straying too far from the old way. And then you had the new way, the younger generation. And the hardliners who said the old way would never work. This is what we deal with now. And that extreme measures were required. Naturally, Crow led the hardliners. At the time, both sides thankfully understood one another, even if they disagree on which methods to use. We at least knew why everyone chose the way they did. And the hardliners didn't cross the line. But as I feared, the hardliners started to keep getting more and more extreme. It didn't matter how much I tried to restrain them or persuade them otherwise. And before long, the ominous feeling I had was made a reality. The terrorist attack she had brought me that day was carried out in secret. Of course, they only changed the location. We just received news of a terrible tragedy. A large-scale terrorist bombing has occurred on the AFX on the train. That was the train lady. I pulled for her. The incident took place as the train was entering the station. Ooh. The explosion, which came from within the passenger's car, not only destroyed the train but also causes the station structure to collapse, resulted in a terrible tragedy. Man, a lot of people died that day. That's all you need to know. The central government has deployed numerous Nikkees to the site to conduct rescue operations. But due to the extent of the collapse, the number of casualties continued to rise. Meanwhile, according to the testimony of one of the survivors, a passenger on the train stood up, pulled out a detonator, and shouted the following just before activating it. The AFX incident. Yep. The worst terrorist attack in the Ark's history was set in motion by Crow. Well, they should have listened. Light is alright, Heavily Ascension, bitch. Using her slogan. Those poor people in the Ark. Well, that's what happens when you hit me. Hey, their kids were dying. Well, it's time to get your kids now. That's all fucked up, right? I don't condone violence. Hey, she took action. What can I say? Now you haven't me to fucking believe. Well, hell, they were trying to be nice. Look what the fuck happened. It's all fucked up, but hell, the kids can't get sick in the outer room. You're not giving them food or water. You're not even giving them light bulbs. Like, they have that shit over there, too, at the Ark. They really do. They're stuck-ups. Just as Crow predicted after the AFX incident, the name Heavily Ascension spread across the entire Ark. The things we shouted, which no one ever listened to, finally spread everywhere. See, it worked. Ark citizens began to recognize that people live in the outer room. As soon as public operations started to deem the central government's initial response as inadequate, the governments got in touch with us, saying that they wanted to enter into negotiations. Well, ain't that a motherfucker? See, look at that. It worked. What kind of negotiations? They're gonna try to ambush us. They said they would listen to everything we had to say. Damn right. Of course, given how much death and destruction the attack had caused, we were on high alert. But the government assured us they were aware that only a small number of us were behind it. So basically, I guess they're going to say train in Crow and then we can help y'all, basically. And that we could bring as many armed guards as we wanted if we were uneasy. Even still, I hesitated. The one who ultimately convinced me was my mother, of course. I guess that's the day your mom died. I hear you out. Come if you want to clean up this mess. That was the message I got from her. So we decided to arm ourselves and head over. We figured that the attack had already happened, and sitting around wasn't going to change anything. How do you think it went? Not very well would be my guess. That's what happens when you talk to fucking parents, they never listen. Why do you think that? If it had gone well, they wouldn't have been any other attacks. Bingo. Yeah, it didn't end well. Just as we suspected, the meeting was a trap, obviously. A trap laid by my mother. Of course. When we made it to the conference room, it was the people in there who were waiting there for us. These are low-cast Nikkes. It was mass-produced Nikkes armed with Ellison's latest weapons. You're kidding. What do you mean you're kidding? This is what the central government do. You fucking know this shit, Commander. Come on now. Why you think I hate them so fucking much? They're fucking shady as hell. We already been through this. The moment the meeting room door opened, they started firing before we even had a chance to react. In that storm of bullets, I watched as my comrades threw themselves in front of me. Stop! Let me go! I should be in there. I should be dying with them. Get it together. We have to live. That's the only way their deaths will mean anything. One of them hoisted me into the back and jumped out of the window. That's how I survived. Everyone who went to that meeting that day died. Damn. Everyone except me and the man who jumped out the window. So who's that man that jumped out the window? After that, nothing could stem the tide. Not only did a majority of moderate defect to the Heartlanders, but remaining a moderate became grounds for being labeled a traitor. The resentment of being treated like garbage for so long. The betrayal from being deceived into approaching the negotiation table. The desire for revenge on behalf of all the comrades we lost. You take all those negative emotions and combine them with the precedents that Crow has set, and people began committing terrorist attacks all across the yard. After that, there was nothing I could do. I know it was all started with me. That I'm the one who pulled the trigger when I said, we'll lead the Outer Rim towards the light. But once that bullet was fired, I flew out of my control. It flew out of my control. Regardless of what I wanted, I was suddenly the leader of a terrorist organization. A leader who survived by hiding behind the bodies of her comrades. Did your mother ever contact you again? Hell no. She assumed full responsibility for failing to kill me, the head of Heavenly Ascension. A step down of Ellison's CEO. That's why Ingrid had the CEO mantle thrusted upon her so abruptly. As for me, I cast off my name as the Ellison Harper, and from the day forward lived only as EH. I have become a powerless leader, incapable of doing anything. I wasn't even able to make decisions after that. All I can do was try to persuade them to carry out attacks that didn't kill anyone. That's pretty much how things were. Until the attack on the Ark blew a hole in the dome of eternity. Man, y'all guys are going to war with these people. This is better than Trump's war. This should start though. Spell, what's it?
I shall decide your destiny.
Sound like she said eat shit.
任務完了。次のターゲットはどこですか?
That's everything I can tell you. Does that answer your question? Man, you gave me like a whole filler arc, girl. Well, at least you saw Crow again. She said, yeah, let's blow some shit up. Yeah, I think it's enough. He thinks it's enough. He thinks it's enough. I appreciate your honesty. No need to thank me. This is the first time I've been able to talk so freely to someone. I really appreciate you listening. That doesn't change anything. Whatever decision you make, I accept it. You've been in here for a while. I try to find a way out. Yeah, we've been in here for like, what, maybe an hour or 2 hours? EA stands. You wait here for a sec. You're gonna get ambushed, EH. Don't do it. Do you ever regret it? Regret what? Leaving Ellison and going to the... Bro, fuck those people, dude. I turned towards the sound. It came from over there, right? The sound came from beyond a wall piled high with metal crates. Yeah. Stay here. I'll go check. I should come with you. What the fuck are you gonna do? Honey, can you hear? Oh, it's Viper. Hey, smell, boss, command. Sounds like Jacko and Viper. Viper, Jacko over here. Sounds, damn. Boss Commander! We're here. Get back. What do you? It's called dynamite. Edge grabbed me by the collar and quickly pulled me away from the wall. You know what that is. Get down. I quickly covered my head and ducked. The kaboom! It was the bomb. There you are. Is everyone okay? You're later than I expected. When I saw the tracker, I figured you'd come right away. Sorry about that. This place is used for cold storage, so the temperature weakened the signal. Yeah, look at those leggings. She got those sexy leggings on. Plus, we have to make a short pit stop somewhere. Where? Cold storage. No wonder it felt so cold here. Yep. Everybody has like those short shorts. I guess they figured this was the best place to jam any possible tracking signals. Wait, what tracker? check the inside of your sleeve. I feel along the inside of my sleeve. Oh, when you shook her hand. Ah, that plot. Told you got some plot armor. I detached a small cube, no bigger than my pinky now. I know when she did it. When you gave me that little boost earlier, remember? Oh my god. Commander, you're such a ditz. You're a dunce. Now as a sign of our trust and commitment, how about a handshake? Remember now? We were escorting you through the outer rim. We had to take certain precautions. And what do you know? It helped us find you. So you haven't found the Kerpin who wrote that shit. You're thinking that it's Crow. I don't know if it's Crow. I think Crow wouldn't like write. How the way she made Crow sound like she wouldn't write something on the wall and just leave. No, she's gonna fucking make a fucking entrance. No, she's gonna make sure you know that it's her that did it. She's not gonna sit there and hide, so it's not her. I know I technically failed to protect you as I promised. But I did come to save you, so we're good, right? Good. I don't really get what you mean, but Commander is good. Oh, he's totally good. He has like 3 ladies in a fucking storage room with him. He's Danny. Thanks for saving me. Don't mention it. Oh, and by the way, we caught the guy who did this. We caught him off screen. Like nothing else didn't happen. I think they're in on something. You did. Yeah, that pit stop I mentioned earlier. We went and caught him. He actually been upstairs, eavesdropping on us. Oh, that little sly dog. We subdue him though. Wanna see? Yeah. I'll come too. Are you sure it might be dangerous? Maybe you should wait outside with Jackal. I like to hear what he says. I'm involved in this too. No, Commander, you're just a bystander. I want to know why he did it. He did it for the loaves. He did it for the booty. Then let's go together. With Viper and Jackal leaning away, we go upstairs. A man is there bound to a pillar and gagged. He glared at us. Viper, can you remove the gag? Gagged him up. Yeah, okay. Viper approaches the man and removes the gag. What are you even doing that for? You should have just killed me. It's been a while. Melon. You got a good memory for a traitor. I didn't know you were still alive. Last time I looked for you, I couldn't find you anywhere, so I thought you were dead. Why would I show my face to the central government lapdog? You only tried to get me to quit Heavy Ascension anyway. Why did you do this? Because I resent you. I couldn't believe you become a government lapdog. You are our boss. Oh my god. Why didn't you die back then? During the attack on the Ark, you should have just let yourself get blown up along with the surface elevator. You don't have to listen to this, EH. Yeah, there's nothing to hear that you haven't already heard. It's fine. If you just died, if you died without becoming a Nikke, then I wouldn't feel so betrayed. Someone had to take responsibility. You lived through it too. You saw for yourself the horrors we inflicted in the name of terrorism. No matter how it starts, no matter who incites it, no matter what the justification, as soon as the wrong methods are used, The message loses all meaning. A name can be branded into history, but our cause lost all its legitimacy. We dressed them up under the name of human rights movements, but all those terrorist attacks were nothing more than violent crimes. Crimes that brought death and destruction on a whole lot of innocent people. Freaking melon. We could realize that we were wrong and regret it all we want, but there's no change to wrongs we committed. It doesn't ease the pain that the victim suffered. There needs to be someone has to atone. Okay. Because pain and sin don't ever go away. All those crimes we committed were in the name of heavenly ascension. So I thought it was the only right that I could take responsibility for. Atonement. All by yourself. Yeah, I'm the one who started it all. I'm the one who found heavenly ascension, who failed to stop Crow and the hardliners, and who ultimately decided to go to that meaning where so many other people died. It was me. I realized that since I'm the one who started all this, I should be able to be the one to end it. But by the time I made that decision, my body was already dying. That's the reason I became a Nikke. I wanted to have more time to atone for what I wanted to have more time to atone for what we did. I think you should move on too. In that case, let me ask you one last thing. In your entire life, has there ever been a time, even just once, where you regretted coming to the outer rim? Instead of taking over Ellison? Man, everybody keeps on asking us. Did she hear us talking? Just answer the damn question. Do you regret it? I have more regrets than I can count. But coming to the outer rim has never been one of them, I swear. You should leave Heavenly Ascension. Admit that what we did was wrong. And cast off your past life. That's the price you have to pay. No. No. You're a traitor and a hypocrite. I carry my share of sin with me. Gonna blow himself up. Another bomb. Where was he hiding the detonator? Inside his pants. Oh, fuck you. We'll never be making it to heaven anyway. So I see you in hell along with the others, boss. Everyone get back. Melon! Bye, bitch! Light is alright, Heavenly Ascension. Blow that shit up. We're like the whole fucking building like collapsed. Oh, I gotta fight the little jellyfish thingamajig. I remember you. Bye, bitch. Oh, you're cool. It's over. When the smoke from the blast clears, we heard to where Melon has been. That guy blew his ass up. Maybe he was hiding inside his ass for all we know. He had it in his booty. He like pooped that up like it was a Yoshi egg. It says Bon Voyage. But only debris from the explosions remain. Triple dots. For a brief moment, he stared silently at the remains. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Let's get going. I take you all outside. Following the EH lead, we walk towards the outer rim barrier. Viper Boss Commander! What's wrong? Why are everyone so quiet? Are you hungry or something? Yes, I am. I'm hungry too. Commander, want to eat before we go? But not stuff on the floor. For goodness sake, Jackal. I'll buy you some food later. Just wait for now, okay? Yeah, sure. Jackal starts sniffing and moves towards the box in the corner. What is it? Is there something there? It smells like gunpowder. Boss, is this dangerous? Jackal lifts a small sticks from inside the box. That's a sparkler. A sparkly. Do you blow it out? Oh, do you blow it up? EH takes the sparkler from Jackal. It's a sparkler. You light it like this. EH likes the tip. Like it's the 4th of July. A bright light begins to burst from the tip of the sparkler. And it shines like this. Wow, that's so pretty. Commander Viper, look, it's so pretty. Yeah, you're right. It's very pretty. I never thought I'd see one of those in the outer rim. Yeah, it really is pretty. EH stares at the sparkler intently. Her gaze filled with both nostalgia and regret. These are the only fireworks you should be lighting. I want to hold one too. I want to light it. Jackal grabs a handful of sparklers and runs off. Wait, Jackal, lighting that many... She's gonna light a whole bunch. Lighting that many might be dangerous. Viper runs after her. BamQuazam, are you talking to me? Talking to me? If I ever get blinded again... If I ever get blinded again while chasing after the light and end up setting fire to something that isn't meant to be burned, will you stop me no matter what it takes? Yeah, I had this fool over here have Commander with me. He'll fucking do it. I'm sorry, that's a lot to ask. I don't think that day will ever come. Because I'm positive you won't forget what you're atoning for. As such, I'm not going to agree to stop you instead. I pick up a sparkler and touch the tip to the one in EA's hand. I watch and support you as you atone. So that the cough is coming back. So that someday you finally have atoned for everything and be free. In the shimmer light, EH gives a small smile. That's more than enough. So that was just a whole backstory. A whole fucking filler arc. I ate my fucked up strawberries. I have like some zombie strawberries. That's what the fuck those are. Those things are like so rotted. But I'm eating it anyway. Sometimes guys, I beat it within 3 hours.
遮蔽物を確保しました。
Bon voyage.
Yes! 今日のお仕事を無事に完了。Whatever happens, happens. ちょっと待っててくれ。よし、計算通りの結果だ。努力はしてみる。装填中。整備しますね。
Stupid fucking camera.
Victory! With me on your team, did you expect anything else?努力はしてみる。任務完了。次のターゲットはどこですか？ポジションに着いたよ。装填中。まだいるの？よし、今日のお仕事を無事に完了。 道を切り開きます。Did you see that? How was it? It was cool, right? Did you fall for me? Whatever happens, happens.任務完了。次のターゲットはどこですか？いつになりますか？よし、計算通りの結果で。いつになりますか？I shall decide your destiny. Target locked. Let's bombardment. Faster, stronger, shooting. Did you see that? How was it? It was cool, right? Did you fall for me? I'm a woman who gets things done.
Oh, look at the feminists over here. She has like a lot of fucking bullets. Like that shit goes. You can take out like a lot of people. So like if you're surrounded, just choose this girl.
一緒にスイカでも食べながら休むぞ。道を切り開きます。ちょっと痛いかもね。Faster, stronger, keep shooting. Yes! 今日のお仕事を無事に完了。ミッションスタート。
You know, what's going on there?
完了。次のターゲットはどこですか？
That's the jellyfish guy? Oh, I guess you're going down, buddy.
一緒に追加でも始めたらやりすぎと道を切り開きます。ちょっと痛いかもね。追い詰めろ。ニコ！よし、計算通りの結果です。
There's your sister, your weaker half. I heard you ran into some trouble in the other room. No, he just fell on his ass. How is your injuries? His butt hurts, like mine. It's fine, they'll heal up in a while. I'm pretty sure EH went through worse. I see. Can you tell me what happened? How about you go there next time and get acquainted with your sister? How about that? I tell Ingrid everything that happened in the outer room. Yeah, she just gave us the filler of the fucking origins of the outer room. Well, like, I guess the activist group that became peaceful protesters and then they became terrorists. It was a revolution, okay? And yeah, just kind of crumbled apart. Thanks for the report. Because y'all assholes just not fucking helping. EH told you about her past. Yeah, that was a whole fucking backstory. It was a filler. If there really was someone still in Heavenly Ascension, but he took his own life. No, there's more to it. That was just a lackey. So, about Crow. Ain't she like locked up somewhere? I suppose now you understand why I said I wasn't fit to judge. Yeah, because you would have got your ass fucking whooped. Well, I think it's safe to say you heard just about everything at this point. So, now that you have all the information, what do you think of EH? Bitch, I have nothing against her. I have more against y'all guys because, yeah, fuck the central government. Like I said. Like, why? Yeah, fuck you. Oh yeah, and fuck your mother too. Yeah, your mother is a fucking bitch. I can see why she left. So you consider her a victim as well. Not necessarily. EH the terrorist did unforgivable things. She didn't lead that. There's no question there. But it's more complicated than that, and there's something tragic to it as well. Although she didn't really lead that shit, y'all guys gonna still point the finger at her because she was a leader. Although she tried to stop that. Okay, I see how it is. So that means I can point the finger at you guys too, huh? Because y'all guys sit there and hide a lot of stuff, but yeah, we're not going to talk about that, right? As such, I don't believe she lied about this mental and heavenly ascension. I think her vow to face her past sins and atone is sincere. Oh, look at us trying to play God. I'd be sure to include your thoughts in the report. I'd be sure to take all your credit as if I had actually went with you, although I sat here on my ass in the office and did nothing. Yeah, that sounds like my co-workers that I have to clock into in a couple of hours. Yeah, that sounds right. Fucking higher-ups. Well, I guess I'll be going. Deuces. Alright, great work. I stand to leave the room. Oh, don't you say my name, bitch. I'm going to do something that can only be done here, and only now. It'll be the first time and also the last. Oh God, what are you talking about? Once you leave this room, you are to forget it. Oh, some man in black shit. Forget what? Do you understand? Understand what? Igor rises about her head. What are you doing? Thank you for listening to my sister's story. Yeah, that whole filler arc. She was kind of like rambling until like Crow got brought into it, and that's when I kind of started to pay attention more. That's why my fucking voice was so monotone, because I was getting kind of bored. I was like, okay. Yeah, you made like little sparklers, then all of a sudden we see Homegirl again, and she's like, yeah, we're gonna blow some shit up. I want some bigger fucking fireworks, dude. I want a whole fucking explosion. She was like, yeah, we fuck this shit. Yeah, I'm tired of getting beat up by him. Yeah, that's not gonna fly anymore. Oh man, what a game. That is all. Now leave and forget what just happened. You're gonna need that Man in Black device. You're welcome. Fuck you. For what? That's what I want to say. I'm gonna be like, for what? Like, I did what the fuck I was supposed to do. Next time somebody says you're welcome, I'm gonna be like, for what? Like, bitch, what you do? With a memory in my heart that I ironically never forget. Never forget, you even didn't live that shit. I say goodbye to the woman who is both Ellison's CEO and someone's older sister. Yeah, until like the next time they try to attack us, right?
任務完了。次のターゲットはどこですか？
That's it for freaking EH's story. See, we have an hour and 31 minutes to spare. See, I told you guys how fucking clear that in those days. That shit was no problem for your truly. Got all my little sparkler stuff. Because of the children. You gotta save the freaking children. Music. Some cyberpunk shit. What else?
Shine brightly for my radiant self.
Shine bright like a diamond. Oh look, we getting a pull for EH. That's all we got.
Shine brightly for my radiant
Shine
self.
bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Well, I guess that's it for right now, guys. Thank you for watching, and y'all guys, please like and subscribe for more content. Please follow me. Please follow me for my other contents over here. And make sure y'all hit the notification bell to where y'all guys won't miss any of my shows. And I am gonna get up on out of here because I have to feed my animals soon, I have to feed me, and then I have to go to work. So yeah, I'm always on the move. Y'all guys be good to each other. Y'all guys protect your loved ones, love thyself, and stay free. I'll see y'all guys real soon.